YouTube is now enforcing that the first 10 seconds of a video has to be really interesting or your video won't get views. Was that thrilling enough for you? Are you ready? I am. My hair is big, 70% mine, and full of secrets. It's a nerd's gummy cluster. Back to why we're here. Nostalgia. For me, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe for you. Some of you have actually been here since I was dressing like a 1940s secretary. You deserve a cookie. For you. I'm coming up on just about 10 years of my sewing journey. You guessed it, we're going to rate everything that I've ever sewn. Is a lot. Shed a light on the realistic nature of making stuff. Sometimes you really, really love everything you make. And then sometimes if you're like me, you finish a garment and it causes you so much of a sensory nightmare that you want to banish it so far into the atmosphere that it collides with incoming space junk. So let us do what I do best and judge myself with varying degrees of self-deprecation. Some of these I actually will be able to try on and show you kind of what I love and don't love about them. Some of them, in all honesty, have no idea what happened to them. I have moved house since a lot of these and they either got lost in the shuffle, I donated them, scrapped them, or for fear of this being one too many Halloween Town 2 references in my entire career, some of them have ended up at Gort's house. Do you have your cozy beverage of choice? Possibly a blanket, maybe a cat or a dog or a small child. The year was 2017. The first garment I ever completely sewed, and that is my Belle dress. Fledgling cosplayer slash YouTuber Rachel and her emerging crafter's audacity decided that she watched one video of someone draping a pattern over a mannequin and decided, I could do that. I really, truly wish that I still had this dress. I have no idea what happened to it. Now my rating system, at the time, I was quite happy with it. I was very proud of myself. I still am very proud of myself for tackling this. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Moving forward in time, 2018, I apparently did not make anything. The next thing that I sewed was 2019, and that is not even a garment for my own body. It is a garment for, of course, my dog son, Frodo, where I sewed him an aesthetic outfit, and he looked like a tiny professor. Frodo! 10 out of 10. Speaking of serotonin, I'm gonna check these off as I mention them. Next up, my first But Make It Vintage, or that. My Poison Ivy costume. This was based off of Savannah's illustration of like 1920s Gotham before we were even best friends, which is... This was a hot mess, held together with hot glue. Bold of me, on my second outfit ever sewn, to choose a fabric made of clouds.
What the f?
What? And I think I had about 3 minty bees. Hot mess. 3 out of 10. One that I forgot to mention, this little gal from Kansas. I have such a soft spot in my heart for this costume. But, and just how Sir Mix-a-Lot likes, it's a big butt. Behold, my horrible Frankenstein job of trying to extend this because it didn't fit. Naked seams everywhere. It's uncomfortable to wear. It's falling apart. My poor girl. 5 out of 10. Another But Make It Vintage, and that was Daenerys. 2019 was kind of my venture into... I always forget that when I wear this shirt, I look like the pale man from Pan's Labyrinth. I was quite happy with my like 1940s Daenerys. Really do enjoy the dress.
In the name of our king.
Next up was my first in my sort of series, Recycle Retro, where I went to the thrift store, found a bunch of garbage that nobody wanted and turned it into clothing. Pinafore made of curtains and a skirt made of tablecloths. Essentially, this was my first time making clothing that wasn't like a costume or wasn't for cosplay and it was just for me to wear. I think it went okay. I honestly don't remember why I made a pink pinafore because I never wore this again. I don't know what happened to it. The skirt, I also don't know what happened to that. The buttons were off and so they were very like wonky. I think I might have donated it because since then I have acquired probably 15 of the same color skirts. You know when something just kind of feels flammable. That was that pinafore. 2 out of 10. The skirt, 5 out of 10. Another But Make It Vintage, 1860s, I believe, Princess Leia. This was my first historical garment. My crafter's audacity was slowly bubbling and boiling. That's not too bad. I quite like it. I even did pleating. The sleeves sort of look like they should. It's not bad. I feel like I could dye this a different color and use it again for something. Next, one of my favorite things that I've ever made, Sally's dress. I have worn probably 4 times since I made that video. I want to say surprisingly well made because this was one of my very early makes and I didn't quite know what I was doing yet, especially to do like a patchwork thing. Construction's a bit lackluster. Apparently the zipper locked up or something. I can't get it to go. Something that I should fix. I really don't want to. Fancy footwork. Next up, I recreated this retro Halloween costume. Very cute. I don't know. It was made of like felt. 7 out of 10. Come with me, if you will. Back to the horrible doo-doo garbage year of 2020. In a weird way, very formative to the kind of content that I am making. Because I was stuck inside, I sewed, and I sewed a lot. A lot. Speed round, okay. Starbucks dress, my collaboration with Carolina, second historical costume ever made, and I chose a 1700s gown, which was very bold of me. 6 out of 10. But Make It Vintage Harley. This was really stinking cute, but I did not end up doing really anything with it, and it felt like I was wearing a trash bag. 7 out of 10. Then the pandemic hit. I had a collaboration with Little Women, the movie. Probably the coolest sponsor I've ever had, and that does not happen anymore. I made Joe's outfit out of completely recycled materials. Still wear the skirt. This is probably one of the first actually like long skirts I ever made. What is this? Mysterious hole. I will say though, pretty much anything that I made that period of time, bound to have just loose strings all willy-nilly. The stitching is horrible, seams are unfinished, and I am unbothered. 9 out of 10. Next up was a video where I made a lot of green things. This green pinafore, and then this green gingham dress, both of which I have worn many, many times. They are a staple in my wardrobe. That's as close as we're getting. I need to wear this dress more often. I will say in the beginning of my sewing journey, I think I underestimated just how girthy my arms are. A lot of my early garments kind of look like that. I have since learned to give myself a little bit more room. Girls got big arms, okay? I do love this one, and I do wear it quite often. The buttons are a little wonky, and it's getting to the point where I think I need to start doing some repairs. The threading is coming undone. This is all like hand sewed. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like an antique florist. I love that for me. Pinafore, 10 out of 10. The dress, 8 out of 10, because the fit is a little weirder on the chest. Book dress. Very whimsical. Practicality, 0. I don't know what happened to this. I think I either gave it away or threw it away. Not only am I dressed like an 1800s vampire, apparently, my sensitivity to the sun is equal. Book dress, book dress. 8 out of 10. I thought it was cute. And I'm gonna be so honest, I totally forgot that I made this until I was scrolling backwards through my channel. Next up, a couple of hobbity clothes. My little hobbit vest, this pinafore, both of which are staples in my wardrobe. Very simple, very cute. If I make something like this now, I usually add like a little bit of boning to add structure, but I'm actually kind of glad I didn't because this is very comfy. I kind of want to make more like this. I did not intend for this video to become just a to-do list, but here we are. Yep, no notes. I love this one. Although I will say, I've gotten a little better at hiding my zippers. Not by much, but just a little bit. 10s all around. But Make It Vintage Yzma, I never wore this dress ever again. I think I donated it. 3 out of 10. Next up is my Lizzie Bennett outfit. I made the skirt and the vest. I really enjoy when I can mix making clothes that are appealing to the vintage audience, but also a cosplay at the same time, and a cosplay from one of my favorite movies. I still wear the skirt. Oh. I actually... Zero clue what happened to the vest. No idea. Gort's house. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And now we have come to my defining moment. Secret pants. In this video, I made the secret pants, and then I made this top. Don't know what happened to the top.
Oh, so demure, so cutesy. Ready to ride a horse. Probably my favorite thing I've ever made, ever. Now I want to make 12.
10 out of 10. The top, I remember not fitting that well, so I'll give that a 4 out of 10. Next is the Halloween version of the strawberry dress. I applaud little Rachel for being quite topical with this. I seemingly have forgotten how to follow trends and actually be relevant on the internet, so kudos to her.
Oh, this does not feel nice to wear. Not comfortable. That's cute though. And of course the back, be honest. How bad is it? It's so crinoline-y.
9 out of 10. Next up, Oogie Boogie. 10 out of 10. Across the board, I love this dress so much. I've worn this to Disney, I've worn this to Halloween parties. It's comfortable, it's cool, it glows in the dark. So, you know, you're walking around Disney and then you go into a dark ride and you go, ooh!
Oh, got my little guy.
10 out of 10, okay? Next was my pumpkin lady. I ended up sewing this entire outfit for some gosh ding dang reason, as if making a giant cursed lumpy pumpkin head wasn't enough. I don't know what happened to any of this outfit. I'm telling you, I think I was robbed. 7 out of 10 for the whole outfit. It was a little messy. Next up were my outfits for Wirt and Greg from Over the Garden Wall. Wirt's cloak, I've used it multiple times. I've lent it to friends who want to cosplay Wirt. The reusability of it just makes it worth it in my mind. 9 out of 10. My Greg overalls, they were made of tablecloth that were not made to be clothing, so it frays, it's not super duper comfortable. 6 out of 10. My Sleepy Hollow dress for Katrina Van Tassel, 10 out of 10. This was my absolute dream dress. Every time I wear it to a convention now, I think, how the did I make this? Because I just apparently blocked it out of my entire consciousness, but I love this dress. 10 out of 10. Next up, I made a couple pinafores, black and white one, and then this blue checkered one. I didn't love either of them. The black and white one was way too tight. The other one just fit really weird. Like the pattern was kind of weird. I don't think I followed it right. 3 out of 10 for the black and white one, 4 out of 10 for the other one. My Joan of Arc ensemble. Reusability, not great. I still have the chainmail dress.
Okay, pardon how see-through this probably is. This is actually pretty flippin' cool. Oh, the material. It's so cool. Should I wear this? Casual chainmail? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I really liked wearing it. It was really fun. I'm being very nice to myself. To finish off 2020, I made a New Year's Eve dress that I didn't wear anywhere. It was okay. I don't know. It was kind of boring. 6 out of 10. 2021! Oh, we gotta go a little faster than this. All right, my first flip. First thrift flip. The only garment that I pretty much made out of scratch, because it was made out of one of my old skirts, was this blue gingham top. Don't know what happened to it. I think I donated it because it was too tight. 5 out of 10. Cloaks! I love my cloaks. Cloaks are very easy to make and so very hard to make wrong.
I'm a girl. I'm a rock.
8 out of 10. Another outfit for my son. This time it was Wishbone. This video flippity flopped, but I didn't care because I had such a good time.
Robin Hood, outlaw of Sherwood Forest, robbing the rich to feed the poor, humbling the proud to serve the meek, ready to fight for king, for country, or for maiden fair.
10 out of 10. I gotta do my checklist, yeah. Somewhere in between all of these projects, I made a couple more pinafores. Do not know how I had the time to do any sewing outside of the channel.
I was on a pinafore kick, in case you didn't notice. I have done a couple of repairs on this because I had never finished the edges when I first made it. So I did go in within the last year, because it was fraying, finish the edges, which is something that I think I have learned in making clothing that I'm actually gonna wear. Coming from someone who started in cosplay, kind of like a good enough mentality, that was something that I have to learn and still have to learn, is that you have to carve out extra time and make sure the garment that you wear more than once is not gonna fall apart. Just a life lesson, I guess. I don't know. Surprise, it's another floor-length pinafore. I love this one. Honestly, I would wear this every day for the rest of eternity and nothing else, and I think I would be happy. And it has pockets. Good show. 10 out of 10.
I think I was making like weekly videos at that point too. It was crazy. I'm an old, ancient, decrepit woman now, and the thought of doing that makes my bones ache. Next up, another whimsical project was my secret garden dress. This was very, very fun. I have not worn it since, and in fact, I'm still kind of holding on to it. I need to give it away at this point, give it to someone who's actually gonna wear it. I do think it came out quite magical.
It's a wee bit see-through. Pardon my undergarments. Ignore my Spanx. Oh, I still think it's lovely.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Next up, I made dresses out of pillowcases. Both of these, you guessed it, are somewhere in the ether in a thrift store. Didn't really love either of them. 3 out of 10. Next up, I made a historical garment for Briar Rose as if it was actually the time period. This was a collaboration between a bunch of historical sewers and somehow me in there. I didn't really love how this turned out. The corset was especially tube-like because I just used interfacing and not boning, so it was like very vertical. Very cylindrical. The skirt I will give a 7 out of 10. The top is like a 6 out of 10 only because I might wear it again. Okay, moving on. I did a video where I dressed as generated aesthetics from like an aesthetic generator. One of my favorite videos I've ever made. For the mosscore aesthetic, I made a shirt, embroidered some moss onto it, a very minimal amount. I would like to do more. I wear this all the time. Oh, you're an angel. Thank you.
Mosscore top.
My little sad attempt at moss embroidery.
Still very cute. I gotta wear this more.
10 out of 10. And then I made this Victorian dragon, quite badass if I do say so myself. And I decree we should all wear fake horns of dragons on our clothing from now on. Next up is my book page dress. Another one that I've given away, I gave it away to my friend Kate. This I thought was a very, very cute project. I do quite miss making like original designs. I do have a couple things up my sleeve for this year though, so stay tuned. 2021 Rachel's still in there somewhere. 10 out of 10, I thought this was cute. Mushroom sleeves, man, 2021, actually insane. Like I firmly sat on the whimsy train. Toot toot.
Definitely top 10 of my favorite things I've ever made. I just think they're so cute. I should make like a matching skirt to go with this someday. Stop adding to your list.
Toad.
Country road.
10 out of 10. Am I being too nice to myself? I thought I was gonna have a lot more low scores. Oh well. Next up, I made this dress based off of a very expensive dress on the internet. I made it out of bed sheets.
Okay, forgive how wrinkly and crusty looking this is. It's been sitting at the bottom of my closet since I made it. I'll tell you why. Over 5 minutes to do all these buttons. As I'm maturing in age, I'm realizing the more annoying something is to get into, the less I am likely to want to wear it. This was very annoying. This was my first time doing fabric buttons, and I have since lost, this one came off when I was doing it right now, tops of 4 of them. That would then require me to remake these buttons, and I really don't want to do that. It just sits at the bottom of my closet. It's not a bad dress, I'm just lazy.
6 out of 10. All right. Halloween beach swimsuit, 3 out of 10. Next up, all I wrote was autumn stays and weird dress. I think I'm referring to this golden vest stays thingy dress that I have been validated by backroom finds that the pattern itself is just really wonky, and it was not my fault.
I fudged up the lacing a little bit, so don't look too close. I think this is my first time doing like a bias tape binding where you have to kind of like hand sew the entire thing. Not my favorite activity. Cute.
Stays, 7 out of 10. Dress, 1 out of 10. Victorian bat costume, thought it was very cute. 8 out of 10. 1890s Jack Skellington costume, 10 out of 10. This next one is not particularly sewn. Worth mentioning is my bubble wrap dress from all of the moving packing materials that I had. I had so much fun making a lovely dress out of trash. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I liked floating around and feeling like a beautiful pile of refuse.
This is
Apparently I made another New Year's Eve dress. Oh, okay, yes, I remember. It's this golden one.
You know I'm waiting for you.
I thought this was very lovely. I didn't love the chain. Have not worn it since because I don't go to fancy events, but I'm still holding on to it just in case your girl does. 7 out of 10. Reversible stays, autumn and spring.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite tired of lacing up stays. So, spring side, yeah, and then the autumn side. A foray into reversible clothing. Highly recommend. 2 items of clothing, but you only take up 1 closet spot.
9 out of 10. I still wear these quite often. Potato sack dress. I did this to be funny.
Why do I still have this? Just in case I attend a potato festival. That's so stupid. That's cute though.
7 out of 10. Terrarium sleeves. In my whimsical sleeves journey, which I should revisit again.
You may be asking yourself, did she really just stuff a bunch of faux greenery in fabric and call it terrarium sleeves? You bet your bottom dollar I did. I really do think this was a cute idea. Execution? The sleeves are fine. The bodice is very strange, very flat in the chest. My girls are being a little squished. And also, I have to do some repairs because this apparently came unsewn.
9 out of 10. Then I made a transformable dress, like a 2-piece that you could rip off the ruffles. I loved the idea of this, but the problem being that once I ripped off the ruffles, and because of who I am as a person, I don't know where the ruffles went. I still have the 2-piece, so it's a design flaw. A little bit. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Next up, my jeans dress that I made for Butt Make It Vintage Britney Spears. This thing weighed about 76 pounds. This is another one that I actually mailed out to someone. They wanted it, I don't know, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Next up is my Jeff Goldblum skirt.
There he is. Oh, that's silly. What a nice skirt you have there. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
10 out of 10. Yep, Demogorgon dress. I thought this came out really spooky and cool. 8 out of 10. Then came my video dressing as Jane Austen characters for a week. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I got to make one of my other dream dresses, which is this dress from Becoming Jane. I made my own version, and I have worn it so many times since.
Oh, a side zipper. I might need Nick's help with this. Okay, that took 2 people to get me into this stupid side zipper. I never finished the inside of this. It's very, very messy. I made this dress very, very fast. So eventually I do need to go in and kind of finish that and make sure that it still survives. All of the fraying near the zipper makes this like a 2-person job to zip into. So I need to take care of that. Lest us not forget, probably the worst thing I've ever made in my entire life. The Marion dress that I made for that video. Oh, I can't even look at it. Yo. This dress. You know what? 0 out of 10.
I did a lady version of Billy from Hocus Pocus. I thought this was one of my coolest outfits and costumes that I've ever made. I wore it to Salem, so I did get some use out of it. It allowed me to itch the destroy gene in my brain. 9 out of 10. What does that mean? I don't know, it just says pumpkin. That's not specific enough for me. Pumpkin sleeves, perhaps? Sure, we're gonna go with that. My pumpkin sleeves blouse. I had high hopes for this. I really wanted the jack-o'-lanterns to light up, and they kind of did. Not very well. 7 out of 10. My autumn leaves dress, giving this one a 10 out of 10 because I have worn it many times since. I've worn it to Ren fairs. Very whimsical. 10 out of 10. My gingerbread dress. I really liked this project. The icing didn't come out quite as I wanted, but I had a lot of fun making it and it looked delicious. 8 out of 10 gingerbread cookies. Last up on 2022 is my disco ball dress that I made for New Year's Eve. I freaking love this thing. It makes my crow brain go brrr.
It's the sound of shards of glass falling onto the floor. Whoop, lost another one. At this point, I think this dress might be a hazard to wear. One wrong move and I'm impaled by 10,000 glass shards. Dumb ways to die. But watch this. Come on. It's just like Owl City sung about. And that is why I haven't gotten rid of this yet. Because shiny Wow.
7 out of 10. Valentine's Day dress. Very cute. Finished it. Realized I looked like Uncle Fester. Made me love it even more. 8 out of 10. Next up, I made a dress inspired by an NPC I saw in a video game. 8 out of 10. Another one of my dream dresses. The Ever After dress. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. One of my favorite things I've ever made. Quite silly because I did, instead of beading, put fabric puffy paint on some of the panels. It does stick to itself. But I've worn this to conventions, have fond memories of the photo shoot we did in England at a real castle. I just really love it. 10 out of 10. Next up, I made a sulky dress out of bed sheets, I think, because I'm a cheap ass bitch. This is very cute. I have not worn it because it is quite long. It's still in my closet though, and I do intend to wear it. I just don't go anywhere. I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Next up, I made like a moss core corset. I tried to do more embroidery that looked like moss. Didn't love how this came out. I don't know where it is. 5 out of 10. Cursed frog boots. And then I made like a little dress to go along with it and had like a lily pad. I hated that dress. 2 out of 10. Pumpkin apron and pumpkin skirt. Skirt is quite bulky. I see what I was trying to do with it. A mass of orange felt. I'm giving a 5 out of 10. The apron I wear all the time. 10 out of 10. Next up, the carousel dress. I had good intentions. I had a good idea. Execution of it was absolute shite. 4 out of 10. Next up, I made 2 Titanic dresses because why just make one when you can stress yourself out and not sleep and make 2? I'm quite proud of these. I've worn them both. So 10 out of 10 for the boarding suit. For the swim dress, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I got to film both of them at the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge. It was very fun. The staff there was very nice. So I have fond memories. Yes. Next up is my wallpaper dress, where I made a dress and then I painted it to match my wallpaper for some reason. It's really ugly. 3 out of 10. Again, recycled some clothing that I didn't wear anymore, and I came out with this yellow milkmaid top, tweed stays. I've worn both of these. The milkmaid top does make me feel a little slutty. So I don't wear it often, but...
The inside of this is actually so atrocious. Woof. Would you like to take a roll in the hay? Very cute, very comfy. Corset bra closing all the way down, which makes it very comfortable and very adjustable if I need to make it bigger. Very cute.
8 out of 10 for both of them. Trying this new thing of water, and I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan. All right. Woo! My Wizard Merlin dress, which Merlin, okay. I knew there was a pun in there somewhere and I could not remember it for the life of me. My Marilyn Monroe dress. This dress was quite cute. Sitting upstairs, I have not done anything with it. I'll probably give this away at some point. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. My pirate red costume. Freaking love this. I need an excuse to wear it. I hope that they make a movie about her. I love pirates. I love anything to do with pirates. I love being a pirate. I got to shoot it on a boat, a ship. 10 out of 10. My little lad acorn pants that I made for my acorn armor. I've actually surprisingly worn these at least twice more since that video. Still have yet to put fastenings on it. I should probably do that. They kind of squeeze my kneecaps like they were a tube of toothpaste, but I don't know. 6 out of 10. My Beetlejuice dress. This is fine. I gotta give this away to like a burlesque dancer or something. Next up, not quite clothing, my Tumnus fawn legs. They could be clothing.
Huh? That's all I'm saying.
8 out of 10. Kiki dress that I made pretty much purely because I was making a Gigi puppet. I hate this dress. I hate it. Not only because I can't wear it other than holding Gigi because it has like a disturbing little slit. It was horribly sewn because it was rushed. I hate it. 1 out of 10. Next up, my medieval dresses. I love the dark green one. The light green one, horrible garbage lighted on fire. I don't even think it would light on fire. I think it would probably just melt into a plastic heap on the ground. I hated this material. Warped, not made to be clothing. I liked the idea of it, but wearing it felt like heckin' hell. 1 out of 10. For the other dress, 7 out of 10. But make it vintage chaperone. This was fine. Again, have I worn it since? No. It was a little tight, but I think it came out cute. 6 out of 10. Next is the dress that I made out of IKEA sheets. I'm gonna be so honest in saying that this came out a bit too loud. I'm not a pattern bitch. I don't know. The more I tried to stray away from browns and neutrals, the more my psyche screeches like a banshee. So I tried. I did wear this a couple times just to like family gatherings. I don't know, I just don't reach for it. So I might give this one away. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
I totally forgot in the same video I made this reversible corset and I hated it. 2 out of 10.
Mary Poppins! I am still not quite done with her. Since filming the video, I did fix the corset a bit so that it's more flattering. I think I need to put more boning in mine. For the joy of wearing it and going to a convention, hearing people walk by and go, oh, Mary Poppins! That filled my heart with so much joy that I gotta give it some sentimental points. 9 out of 10. Then my patchwork clothing, my patchwork secret pants, and then my patchwork dress.
Patchwork clothing number 1. Love this dress. One thing that I have not gotten around to yet is fixing the trim. Hard to tell, but this trim is just like a little too thin, and so it kind of like folds over. Rip all that trim off. Use trim that's similar to what's on the bottom here, so it actually shows up. And then I look and feel like a candy corn. Add a fastening to the back. Can you tell how fed up I was at this point of the year? Both of these things are kind of unfinished. Ready to pick some pumpkins. Yeah.
The dress, 9 out of 10. For the pants, 7 out of 10. Now we're getting quite recent. Bat cape that I just made during Halloween season. I hate this thing. I didn't quite mind it when I made it. The execution of it was not great. This was probably the most stressful Halloween season for me, trying to juggle too many things. I think that really affected the make of it. Just didn't have fun making it. I didn't love the outcome.
I don't know, man. It's okay, I guess. It doesn't have the structure that I wanted. I think this would look very cute on some sassy goth.
I'm gonna give that a 2 out of 10. Last but not least, my friends, my creature coat from Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. The spine was really fun to make, and then destroying it was even funner. I wore this to a convention. I liked the way that it flowed. 9 out of 10. And that does it. Holy cow. Is this video 3 hours long? Let's wrap this up. We've made a lot on this channel. It's kind of crazy to step back and realize when I put it down on paper how much I've actually produced. So that makes me quite happy. It's wild to think that I never really grew up sewing or making. It wasn't until I was in college that I started moving in that direction and then started moving this channel in that direction. You know, before I was doing vintage hair tutorials. If you've been here that long, that is a huge change that I am very, very grateful that you're still here for. I would imagine there's some people that realize that I'm not doing like 40s and 50s looks and kind of like skedaddled a while ago, which is totally fine. I appreciate you so very much. Whenever I meet anyone who comes to meet me at a convention or sees me out in the wild, like a rare Pokemon, I'm so grateful for what I get to do, making stuff feel like I've really, really come a long way. My point being that if I can do it, so can you. The majority of sewing, I would say, is patience. And patience is not something that I hone quite often. While I have made a lot of progress since the beginning, you know, sometimes the same mistakes that I made, sometimes they come out just as wonky because I don't put a ton of time into things. Sewing good stuff, sewing horrible doo-doo garbage. You too can produce mediocre things. It's my baseline. Big spiel just to say, it's been a journey. Like I said, I do miss doing original designs, so I have a couple for the next year that I'm quite excited about. Yeah, thanks for being here. If you're still here, thank you. I wasn't sure if this video was gonna be watchable or not, but in the off chance that you're new here, feel free to stick around. I upload every other Friday, and I'd like to think we have fun here. 2-hour-old coffee. I will see you in the next video. I don't think you're ready. You might be, might not be. All right, I'll see you then. Bye. Is this a stupid bit? I feel like this is a stupid bit.
Doing zippers by yourself. Well, I guess this is my ghost outfit because I can't get it off. Got the zoomies. Back buttons. Who designed this?
West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Look at my big girl.
You're almost as tall as I am. Are you kidding me? Huh?